The story of the Rebbe's life parallels the story of Judaism in the 20th century. He was born in Tsarist Russia at the turn of the century, a descendant of the first Rebbes of Chabad. He survived the murderous pogroms that swept through Tsarist Russia in the early 1900s. As the Communist Revolution began to take root and power was seized by the Bolsheviks, he watched his parents walk the halls of power, fighting for the rights of Jews and Judaism. As a teenager during World War I, his home was a center of relief efforts for the tens of thousands of Jewish refugees who flooded their city. He married the daughter of the 6th Lubavitcher Rebbe in a wedding attended by Jewish leaders from far and near. Living in Berlin during Hitler's rise to power, he witnessed firsthand a modern society turning against the Jews within it. He escaped Paris only days ahead of the Nazi advance into the city, then crossed the Atlantic on one of the last civilian vessels to leave warlocked Europe. As the center of world Jewry shifted to the United States, he became the leader of the Lubavitch Hasidic movement. At the time, his strategy was considered risky, even dangerous. He taught his followers, in addition to focusing inward on improving themselves, to bring Judaism outward, pioneering the concept of modern Jewish outreach. As hundreds of thousands of Jewish pioneers moved to the Holy Land, he engaged and corresponded with their leaders. During peace and conflict, he embraced the people and the land of Israel. In evolving attitudes and trends, he managed to identify a yearning for something higher, endeavoring to quench the thirst with increased spirituality and morality. Under the noses of brutal dictators, he ran a network of clandestine operatives. As Jews began to enjoy a freedom unseen in hundreds, perhaps thousands of years, he proclaimed that moral people must be a light unto their neighbors, promoting the 7 universal laws for all of humanity. In a century which saw more scientific advances than thousands of years before it, he embraced what others shunned, encouraging that technology be used in the service of its creator.
Es ist zugekommen noch am meisten Bilti Rotzoi. Mit noch am Jure Bilti Tev konne sich bei sich werden erschrockener und herangefallener, was hat für ein Schliches. Ich hat mir eine Hoffnung auf 15 mit der Welt und übermachen Welt. Wenn man sieht, am Midele, der und Mischone, Lechone, das heilige Peches, Achscher Dore bit mir ja, soll man wissen sein, dass es eine Welt, was sie ist, dass sie gar nie, dass es eine Samen-Welt, wo der Rebbe sagt, dass es Pardische lebt. Bis wann nicht, dass nicht ein Pardis, wo kommt bei der Arei, nur das wird Gnuni, was Iker Schiene gewinnt darf unter der Welt. Gewollt soll werden ein Teufach am Nassel hat 4. Also der Ried soll werden am Aspier. Soll werden an Ilo Nese Peres. Was die Peres sollen haben Garini, was von die Garini wird weiter wachsen, noch ein Jilon und noch ein Jilon und noch ein Jilon.
At the end of 1975, right after the holidays, I was sent by the Rebbe to Louisiana. I had the privilege of going into Yechidus, a private audience with the Rebbe. The Rebbe gave us blessings, amongst them that we should find favor in the eyes of people and the eyes of God. And he also told us that if we will make the world bright around us, our home will be bright.
The inspiration that the Shluchim make so manifest in their daily lives comes from basic Judaism that was instilled in them in an exemplary form in the persona of the Rebbe, caring for people, sharing with people. These are the things that the Rebbe instilled in their minds, in their hearts, in their souls.
I came to Thailand in 1992 to serve as the rabbi of the local Jewish community. Now, as part of our regular staff, we have 7 families We have 15 other volunteers that includes rabbinic students and girls that come to teach. We have a center in Bangkok, we have one in Koh Samui, we have one in Chiang Mai, and now we even have a Chabad house in Phuket. The Lubavitcher Rebbe sent us out, just as our brethren and our colleagues, the Shluchim, are all over the world, to teach Torah to Jews, to bring Jews closer to Judaism, but also to simply be there, to do acts of kindness, to do favors, to help people physically, spiritually, and emotionally.
da da yo